Well, a lot of people now when they think of YouTube, they associate Mr. Beast a little bit, like they used to PewDiePie. So it just kind of gets out there, and there'll be people who are like, if you ask them, do you know who Mr. Beast is? They'll be like, yeah. And they'll be like, what do you think of his videos? And they'll be like, I've never seen one, but I know who he is. Wow. And which is like, that has exponentially grown the last few years. And I'm kind of like, so how do you know who I am? Why are you asking me for a photo if you just don't you've never seen a piece of content I make? And they're like, oh, well, I heard you help people and you do this. And so it's like probably like 30% of the people I take photos with now just have no idea what I do. They just take a photo because they see my face.
So what do you think about that from like the I guess, cost of this kind of scale for you from a like fame perspective?
Yeah.
Do you find it like that's just the name of the game? Like it's worth it? Yeah. Or does it feel kind of like an unanticipated cost?
Here's the answer. So like, it definitely, you don't think this, like every step of the way, like I said earlier, you think you've made it and you think this is about as crazy as it'll get. But like, if you have 1 million followers, like you guys, you guys are probably bigger than that across everything, but if you go out in public, you'll occasionally take a photo. Like, you know, if you go to Walmart twice a week, you'll get every third time you'll take a photo. It's very validating. You're like, oh, this is awesome. Yeah. This is like a real career. Look, this guy noticed me. And then when you get to 10 million, it's like a whole different world. Like every time you go out, you're going to take at least one photo. And it's like, oh, this is awesome. You know, if you're with your girlfriend, you'll take a photo and it's like, look, people like me. But it's like very manageable. But you think that's like the top. But then you go from 10 million to 100 million. And next thing you know, when you go to Walmart, it's not like one photo or two. It's like someone asks for a photo and everyone else looks. And then like there's a line of 20 people. And then, you know, when you're checking out, there's like 5 people behind you, like, you know, what are you doing? What are you buying? Why are you buying those cookies? And it's like, just, you know, I just wanted to buy some cookies, you know, and like, and they keep following you because they're so like starstruck. They're like, oh my God, this is the coolest thing that's ever happened to me. I got to take advantage of this moment. And then they, you know, start posting and their friends come. And if you're like, I have a 5-minute rule. I can't be, after I take the first photo, I can't be there for more than 5 minutes because they always post it on their stories. And then all their friends always come to the place. And within 5 minutes, now there's like 20 other people coming here and it just gets so much crazier. So like you have random things like that. And then when you walk out of a store, you always have to look back and be like, yeah, it was nice meeting you. You don't have to follow me to my car. Okay, take care. You know? It's like, but you don't have to do that when you have 10 million subscribers. You just don't, you know? And so it gets like crazy. And then you get to that point and you're like, okay, this is about as crazy as it's gonna get, you know, and that's like probably me 2 years ago. And then now here we are with like 400 million followers across everything. And like, you know, I don't know, probably last month we gained like 20, 30 million alone. So it's like, it's still growing massively and it just gets even crazier. You know, people come to your house all the time. The rate of people following me home or like one thing that was, I just don't even understand it. That was wild was when we were going to Antarctica. And also, I hate that. So far, this podcast has been me complaining. I love you guys. You guys gave me everything. Like, so I'm very grateful. I love my fans. So don't take this the wrong way. This is just more an interesting thing that I've been thinking about a lot recently, not me saying you guys suck. Because this is also like 0.0001% of people. 99% of people I meet, super chill. Just ask for a photo and it's cool. But we went to Antarctica.
I love you, Mr. Beast. I want you forever and ever.
And I was, you know, in the airport, I was wearing my hoodie, sunglasses, just staring at the floor. I was like, if I don't take any photos, I'll just go straight to the hotel room. No one will know I'm here. And somehow this one like little kid recognized me. And I was like, no photo, please, please. And he's like, photo, because they speak Spanish. And I was like, I didn't know how to tell him no, and I didn't want to be mean. So I took it, and that was it. And I got in and out of the airport with only one photo, staring at the ground with my hood up. And then like in the hotel room, someone sent me an article that was literally written because that kid posted on social media, and then the local news picked up, oh, Mr. Beast is in town. It's a tiny town in Chile. Not much happens there. And then all of a sudden, people are like, oh, what hotel is he staying at? And then people figure out that we're at that hotel. And now there's like 200 people outside this hotel running up and down the hallways, like knocking on doors, trying to figure out which room's me and Carl. And we also had like the dream team there as well, so which made it even bigger. And they're like, where are they at? And they're like, I was talking to the manager of the hotel. It's like, why don't just have your security like control things? And he's like, we do. And so I had to hire security to like help lock down this hotel because there's so many people. And then there's like people trying to camp outside the hotel. And we're like, this is not a meet and greet. Like I'm just here while I wait for my flight to Antarctica. And it's like that, it's like one of those moments where then now people know, well, eventually he has to leave and there's one airport. So there's just a sea of people waiting at the airport when you go there. And then it's like, at some point I have to wait in a line at the airport. And then it just gets even crazier because then the TSA people are like, oh, this guy's famous. Let's get him through the line because there's just a mob of people. And then they're like, but we'll do that if you come take a picture with our kids. And so it's like, I'll help you skip these pictures if you take these pictures. And it's like all this crazy stuff. And I'm like, everybody, I'm just trying to board that plane. Like, let's but none of them, because we dub our videos now and we get like 10 to 20 million views in the first month and just Spanish on our videos. So we have a massive Spanish audience. And so like none of these people speak English. So I'm like really struggling too, because I'm like, hey guys, I'm a little uncomfortable. There's a lot of people around me, but they don't have any idea what I'm saying. And they're just like, you know, photo. And so, anyways, you get experiences like that where you're like, you seriously question, like, is this actually worth it? Like, because obviously it just makes traveling and everything infinitely more stressful. And
and
I can say nigger anytime I want. Bye. Me in the stomach. I want to press charges. Nobody. Take your shit and get the fuck out of my seat.